It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who has overcome plenty of adversity to forge a 12-year career. Former Virginia Tech Hokie, it's Tyrod Taylor.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it back?
Here's Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
They begin with a run by Smith, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Smith. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd and 9, Taylor. And this is Shepard on the catch. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Taylor will throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Tony Pollard. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And this one is incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Being chased out left. And Taylor cannot escape. He goes down in the end zone.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
On the return is Lamb. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run forward with Smith. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A first down carry for Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Cowboys at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that. And what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
On play action, they'll throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. For a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's Jackson. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They go play action with Taylor. Completes this again to Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll work down inside the 45. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Taylor. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I mean, many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd and a couple, Taylor. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Taylor. This is caught. Touchdown! Jordan Akins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 8. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Inside handoff, Smith. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Now Taylor on 1st down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Play action. Now Taylor. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the second quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can trot out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Smith up the middle. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He finds his man complete. It's Hayes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Marr able to put this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Taylor. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. Christian McCaffrey.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They get 6, that'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Taylor's throw here pulled in by Galloway. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Micah Parsons. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
And he's able to get it out of there. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Try to get the run game going. Here's Smith. Taken down at the 47-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Smith again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back to throw now on 1st down. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And they run the option on 2nd down. They wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The kick by Marr is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1. And yeah, I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. Dances by him. Room here to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Touchdown, Cowboys! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And New York set to take the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Taylor to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Taylor. Open man is Galladay, complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A handoff to Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Taylor. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete. The offense on 3rd down. One conversion and 8 tries, not good. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Taylor to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Here's a give to Smith. And he stopped immediately there. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Again, it's Smith. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 3 yards remain for second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Jason Pierre-Paul able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The kick by Maher is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Throwing again on second down. Taylor. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Taylor. Forced out to his left. And he will slide down with a good gain. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin with a run by Smith. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Second and 9 now. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Out of the gun now on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Owens. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
He finds his man complete. That's Hayes. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And at this stage, in the fourth, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on third down tonight, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. A quick pass here has got Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Taylor. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Taylor. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Kenny Galladay. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A handoff to Smith. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Owens. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Smith. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A give to Smith out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Cowboys, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week.